God damn it, GQnupes. He then often made another video. This one's called Miseducation of the Black Man. What do women want? Now, I was on his side for the first video, but this one actually kind of rubbed me the wrong way. I will admit that it was a lot easier to try and actually not be judgmental because there wasn't a woman in the video, and I feel like a lot of black males will get upset about this video more so than black women, because of the way he portrayed the black male in this video. And I'm trying to figure out exactly how I can put into words why I didn't like this video. And I don't know, it had something to do with the black male character, maybe because it represents everything I hate in the hip hop society and the absolute attitude that I hate the Soldier Boys, the Lil Wayne, and all that stuff. Granted, I listen to Lil Wayne's music. I absolutely despise Soldier Boy's existence. Anyone that knows me personally knows that. But this whole pretty boy swag, just I don't know. I'm not even gonna go really into the women in this video. This video is more so to me about men and how you guys imitate what you see on TV because it's what women chase, quote unquote. But I find it hard to believe that men can't understand the value of an education or bettering themselves. And I hate that some black men, mind you, I just use the word some, try to work the system in a way where they can avoid having to go through certain stuff. Meaning, like, anybody who's not anybody, but dudes who try to come up as rappers and chase this celebrity ideal. And some dudes who chase being rappers aren't even doing it for the women. They're doing it because this is the only way that they feel that they can make money, or the only way that they feel they can make it out of the situation that they're in, when that's not really true. And I hate all these dudes running around, pretty boy swag, G'd up, I smoke weed, I tote this, I got this many bitches, I got this many hoes. Like, it really bothers me to my core that it's this many dudes, like, trying to imitate this lifestyle, um, and just no sort of respect or just any type of standards for who they are. Like, I don't understand why guys don't realize the image that they are trying to copy is a brand marketed image that someone else created for these rappers. And some of these rappers who rap about these lifestyles never lived that lifestyle. Or they talk about all this money they're making and all this, that, and the third. And sure, they have that now, but they have that now because of billions of dollars put into a marketing campaign to make them an image that you will want to follow. You'll want to know all the lyrics to their songs. You'll want to know all the things that they're wearing. You're going to want to know the latest news about them versus knowing anything inside of a textbook that you can pick up at school, or anything about your history and why our society as black people is the way that it is. And it just kills me. They said in the video, about slavery and the removal of the black male. And I just questioned to myself how many black males or females or any people of color don't necessarily know the history behind how they would break down slaves and how they would take away their drive. They removed the black male from the head of the household and put them behind the woman. So the black man would then lose his pride and his power and feel worthless, and the black woman would have to take over the family, and the black male would be sold off somewhere else, or the black woman and the children would be sold off somewhere else. And that's where the breakdown of the black family came from. I just couldn't help but wonder how many people don't know these things about their history because they're so caught up in the all that shit doesn't matter anymore. Yes, it does. It matters because it's still relevant today. How many single black mothers do you see, or how many fathers aren't represented in the black home. Granted, there are fathers that do their job. I'm not saying that all black men run. That's not what I'm saying at all. But I'm more so worried about who doesn't know the past and how it affects our present and how many people dismiss it to have it mean nothing when it actually is very, very relevant. And the hip hop society and how it is, in a way, given our men something to reach for where they can feel as though they're grasping back their power, but at the same time, it's doing absolutely nothing for them because it's showing them how to not be motivated in the correct ways so they can push themselves forward and give us some type of forward movement. Um, I'm getting off topic. I'm sorry. I'm just, as you can see, I'm really upset about this. And they made another note in the video where the hood fellow said, women don't have to feel responsible with me and they don't have to stay on point. That kind of stuck out to me because, like, when you're with a guy like that, you don't need to be responsible. You don't have anything. There's no standard that you're setting yourself to because, I mean, if he has no goals, how will he help you find goals within yourself, or how will you find goals within yourself that you feel like you need to have some forward movement if the person you're with doesn't have any forward movement? I mean, in the long run, what I'm saying is this hood ideal. I don't know when the fuck it became like cool to be hood, but like it needs to stop. And I like these videos because it breaks down stuff, but at the same time, like I said, this video pissed me off, and people need to stop empowering this hood lifestyle. And I just, I don't know. I'm really too upset to really dig deep in like I did with my first video. But there was a couple of statements that pissed me off, especially the one where he says, "How can women complain about black men and chase all this bullshit?" I mean, to a certain extent, sure, we chase the bullshit, but that's putting it off on, you know, all women. It's not all women's fault that that's what we chase. That's what we chase because that's what's put in front of us. If we are in a setting, in a community where it's nothing but that in front of us, what do you expect us to chase? Not saying, again, that there are no good black men, but I'm talking about people who don't necessarily have the means to travel outside of what they do every day or what their community is. Where are they expected to find the better men than what they have in front of them? That's when it's our black men or men of color, it's their time to step up and change what they're doing and become the men that we need them to be versus saying, oh, this is all black women chase. That's like, pissed me off. And another thing that I didn't like was when they said, well, 20,000 women go to a science fair. No, but when Lil Wayne gets out of jail, he'll sell out his arena and ladies will scream and root for him while he's telling them to lick the lollipop. Like, again, that's another thing where if this is all you're surrounded by and you're in a situation where you can't get out of that or you can't travel to go to these places where these higher up educated men are, it's that point in time when black men need to step up and take the responsibility to be the more educated man, to look within themselves and know that they need to give themselves some type of forward movement. I didn't like this video. It pissed me off. And I will say on the account where I will hold women accountable for is the holding men responsible to be the men that you want them to be. And men also need to hold themselves responsible and realize that this hood lifestyle isn't getting them anywhere. And they need to be the men that they want to be, not the ones